Alright guys, what is going on? Once again, welcome back to our Toronto Maple Leafs Be a GM, fresh out of getting kicked out in round number 1 by our province rivals, the Ottawa Senators. They just found a way just to be grindy, and their forward core was weak, but they stepped it up, and I mean, props to them, because they showed us that we still need some work, even though we won back-to-back Stanley Cups. We're going to hop into the draft here, and I was looking at your guys' comments from a couple episodes ago when I put the thought out there about the whole Nazem Kadri situation, and I remember the last time I traded Kadri because we had someone else coming up. I believe we had Steven Stamkos in Anaheim, and then we traded Kadri to who did we trade him to? We traded him to Calgary. We traded him to Calgary, and he just was like an 89-90 overall player, and he ripped it up against us. So I'm kind of hesitant to trade Kadri. I feel like him being on the second line is not going to hurt anything at all. So, you know, they still have time on their contract, so I'm going to keep it the way that it is, with McDavid being our first liner, and then obviously having Kadri as the second liner with Gaudreau and with Kucherov. So it's not a bad line at all. It's actually a really, really good line. No one retired from our team goaltender-wise, and Thomas Vokoun is the goalie that retired. Actually, he's retired with a losing record. That's kind of weird. No trades need to be made for us. Maybe I mean, there's really no players that we would want to move. If anything, it's difficult because I can't look at our lines right now, but I'm thinking that Blake Clark needs to play in the NHL next year. So our third line left, maybe we'll get rid of Tyler Biggs in exchange because we're going to have Blake Clark coming up. So maybe Tyler Biggs can be gone. Maybe we'll package them out for like another second round pick, package him and a couple other players who we're not going to use, like maybe like Matt Fratton or something. We have the 23rd overall pick. We're not going to go after the top 5. I don't want to do any of that. We're going to keep the way that it is, but I want to see if we can package up some players, like some players who we're just not going to use anymore. Like we're not going to use... I'm not going to use Tyler Biggs because we have Blake Clark coming up, who's probably going to be an 83, 84 overall guy. He's definitely NHL ready. For sure, he is NHL ready, no question there. Maybe even Sprong will jump up next year as well. But who else are we not going to use? We're not going to use him. Colin Greening, we're going to have to say goodbye to as well. He only has 1 year left on his contract, actually, so we can't trade him. Watson, we're not going to use. He has like 0 trade value. We can't really get anything for him. Like, we can't even get a third. We might just have to get like a fourth, you know? Is that really worth it? Could we get a third? Will that work? That might go through. If we can get a third for Tyler Biggs, I'll be happy. He scored some clutch goals for us. Hasn't been a bad player at all, but we're going to move up here. We're going to get Blake Clark that's going to play in his spot. So will that go through? Tyler Biggs for a third, that went through. I'm happy with that. So let's get the first round done. Melindy went to there. I'll go over the top 5 picks after, but I want a defenseman. I want to pick a defenseman here. Two-way defenseman, Lance Bellemare. Lance Bellemare, two-way defenseman. He might be not a bad choice at all. 18 years old. He's got really good potential. Any tendies out there? No goalies out there quite yet. I might pick that guy. He's a good defenseman. I might pick Lance Bellemare right now. Two-way defenseman, kind of exactly what we need. We have a lot of offensive prospects, so I want to get a defenseman here. We could easily get this Drew Hodgson guy. He's listed in the second round. Maybe we could pick him up then. But this guy, I think, is going to be the best choice for us. Lance Bellemare, there you go. Welcome to Toronto, my friend. I'll write down the top 5 picks after, but let's get our second round pick over with here. No trades need to be made at all. Has that Hodgson guy been taken? I don't know if he has been or not. If he's not, I'll take him. Yeah, he has been chosen. So who else can we get? George Dumont, Sam Garlock. Any tendies at all? Any like third round goaltenders? This guy, you could probably get him later on though. Who else here? I want to pick a goaltender eventually, but Billy Mason, we don't need any more centermen, that's for sure. Defensive defenseman Anthony Rollison. Let's pick him. 6'2", 226, big defenseman of the future for us. I think we're done picking defensemen now. Let's pick a forward and a goalie here, if there's any goaltenders available. Georges Dumont, that'll be our forward we're going to take, and then, whoops, I need to go here. Pick another goaltender. Goalies, where are they? No goalies at all. Sure, I'll pick this guy, whatever. We'll get the rest of the rest of the thing done. They can auto draft the rest. Hopefully we can find a steal later on. Shit, I didn't go look at the top 5 picks. That's all right. I knew they were Detroit. I could probably just have a quick look at them after. So let's get the re-sign stage over with here. I'm going to have to see what rookies we got. I know Detroit was one of the teams who got the player. I'll have to look after. Bellamy, 72 overall, 18 years old. That's an excellent pick. That is awesome. Yeah, he's going to be he's going to be a good defenseman for us. That's great. Stoked about that. This Cameron guy, we drafted him in the first round, didn't we? Like pretty late. Oh no, he's a 3rd round pick. What am I talking about? Frederick Gauthier there. Anyone else? Who else did we draft this year? This guy we drafted apparently. This is the Rolison guy. Ooh, 59 overall. He's got decent stats, 70s everywhere, but he is a defensive defenseman, so probably going to take a little bit longer to progress. Other 2 guys, Stevenson, there you go. Goalies, there was a 1 goalie that we took, which was this guy, actually 3.5 stars, not too bad at all. Let's actually go ahead and look at Detroit's pick. I know they had the 1st overall pick. I'm going to have a look who else got the other picks, but Detroit drafted they had a bunch. They drafted Wayne Giunta. He was the 5-star guy. They had the 1st and the 5th overall. So Giunta is a 74 overall sniper, and this Melindy guy is a 66 overall. So that's where they drafted him number 1 overall, and they drafted Wayne Giunta 5th, and he's a much better player. That's strange. I'll quickly have a look here to who else was drafted this year, and if there's any real standout guys, I will show you guys. Victor Lynch was a pretty good player here from Philadelphia. He was drafted 7th overall, and there really hasn't been too many really high overall dudes. This guy, he's pretty good actually, 71 overall. He was taken number 2 overall, so that was the number 2 overall pick, went to the Blues. That's basically it. So I'm going to get the re-sign stage done. You guys know how I like to do the re-sign stage, completely skip over it, and then I will see you guys once we're done. Alright, so that was basically the re-sign stage. There was really no big fish aside, I guess on this guy actually, the rookie that we chose this year, but there's no big fish aside from JVR, who offered a $5.5 million contract too, so not too bad. Aside from him though, we're gonna have a lot of cap, like 15 million hopefully come free agent time here, but this guy's back. All these rookies re-signed, so JVR's back for 5.5. This rookie, the roster's full, that's fine. Chris Tanev, yes. Stuart Percy, yes, and that's basically it. Gotta sign all these rookie guys, but there is a problem here with Colin Greening. Colin Greening's been awesome. I really like having him as a 4th liner. He really seems to just do every single job right, but is there enough room for him on our squad? Because obviously our first line is going to be Kessel, McDavid, and JVR, and then we got Kadri, Goudreau, and Kucherov, and the 3rd line is going to be Santorelli, the 3rd line is going to be Santorelli, Nylander, and Clark, and the 4th line is going to be Levo, I guess Levo, Smith, and I guess he does kind of fit in there. Levo, Smith, and I guess Colin Greening. Yeah, you know what? We can give Colin Greening that contract. I didn't think we were going to have enough room for him, but essentially we do. Actually, it just works out perfectly. So we'll give Colin Greening a deal, 1.2. How does 1 million sound? There you go, for 3 million, or for 3 years. So hopefully everyone else comes back to what I wanted them for, and we can. We have 16 million in cap. We're gonna have about 15 million after Colin Greening comes back. Decided to reject. Really, is 200 grand really gonna make it or break it for you? All right, whatever. I'll give him the 1.2 or whatever he wants. Being stingy about it, that's fine. I can play that way too. Colin Greening, there you go. How about I give you this? 1.220. There you go. Take 5 grand out of your pocket. I have to win at least a little bit. If he doesn't re-sign for that, he can say goodbye. We can go to free agency, find someone else. There you go, Colin Greening. So our team's basically set. We got rid of Tyler Biggs. That was the thing that I definitely wanted to do to make room for Blake Clark, who's coming up. I think he's going to be like an 81. I think it's going to be like an 83, 84 overall come next year. So all these guys are back. That's fine. If there's any rookie skaters out there, I'll give a contract to. Defensemen, we don't really need any defensemen. John Carlson, 87 overall, top 4. We could get rid of Cody Franzen and sign John Carlson. Is that overkill, though? Maybe. Really good defensive awareness on him. Decent discipline. Fuck, maybe it wouldn't be a bad 5.8 though. He only wants 3 years. Okay, maybe we could sign John Carlson. I want to make sure I get him before I trade Cody Franzen. But yeah, John Carlson might not be too bad. We could have one of the scariest defensive cores out there if we decide to get rid of Cody Franzen. But I feel like Franzen's been good to us. I don't think that we really need to make a move. Where is he though? Defenseman. So obviously Morgan Riley, Jake Gardiner, Falk, and Franzen. He's only an 83. He gets the job done, though. What was he? He had 31 points this year. It was a minus. He's been a minus player for 2 years. He had 20 goals, 24 goals in the last 3 years. Only has 1 year left on his deal at 3.75. We could have, oh man, that would be really, really sick, actually, for Falk to play with Carlson. If we could get Carlson, I'm just trying to think here. Gardner, Falk. Yeah, that might be not too bad, actually. Only wants $5 million. And let's do that, actually. You know, let's try to do that. We could get something for Cody Franzen anyways. Let's try to get John Carlson in free agency. If we can't get him, you know, so what? That just happens. 5.8 though. He's a good defenseman. He's a two-way defenseman. Him and Justin Falk are going to play really well together. Yeah, we could have a really scary defensive core here. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let me just see if there's any other players out there. This guy was a third-round pick of the Islanders. Sure, I'll give you a contract, buddy. No picks, whatever. Send an offer sheet. All these guys, 24 years old. I want someone under 23. 23, 3.5 star Tyler Hill, 6'6", 237. Dude is a monster. Holy. He's got decent potential for a grinder. Let's give him a contract. He's a fourth liner. No, I got to offer him a little bit more so he decides to come, or so they don't decide to match it. I guess $5 grand more or whatever. Pulkkinen, that's fine. There's really no one else. But yeah, let's try to give John Carlson a contract. If we don't get him, that is you know, whatever. We can still roll with Cody Franzen, but it would be nice to get him. Let's try $6 million for 3 years for John Carlson, 87 overall. That would be excellent. That would be really, really nice. Maybe should have paid a little bit more, but I'm not going to overpay. You know, I'm not going to freak out about it. Second round pick, Justin Peterson, 78 overall. Or this guy, basically the same person. Third round pick of Washington, same potential. Do we go Justin Peterson or Dawson Carter? I don't want to get them all. I want to just get one. Peterson, 20. Let's get Peterson. Let's go ahead and get Peterson. Why not? I like his name a little bit more than Dawson Carty. I'm not 100% sure that we're actually going to get John Carlson, so if we don't, you know, doesn't really matter. We can move on. But it would be kind of be nice. I probably should have offered him a little bit more, maybe like 6.2 or 6.3. Tyler Hill, Stencil, and Peterson. Oh, our roster's full. Uh-oh, hopefully that doesn't affect John Carlson's decision. Oh, he decides to go with another team. So another team probably, yeah, 6.1. Oh, no, he went with 100 grand more. The Islanders are happy to announce they've just signed John Carlson to a 3-year, $6.1 million contract. Not bad at all. Whatever, that's fine. Let me take a look, actually, to see if there's any other defensemen who we can make a move for. Because I do want to bolster our defensive core. I feel like 83s should be playing on the third line, not on the second line. So let me just have a quick look around here, see if I can make a move go through. Rasmus Ristolainen, that might be not bad. He's got a 1 year left as well. He's 85 overall. You're saying, oh, his trade potential is really, really high. But we have trading assets. That's the beauty of it. That's the nice thing. We have players like who we could get rid of. Centermen such as Frederick Gauthier. Oh, he doesn't actually have that much trade potential. He's a 77 overall. We'll probably hold on to him, actually. Santorelli, Smith. Don't want to get rid of anyone here. Any forwards? I don't want to give up Grigorenko. We could give up this Bittner guy. Would Bittner and Franzen go through? Bittner and Franzen, that might not go through. I might have to add a pick. Let's try that actually. Bittner and Franzen for Ristolainen. He's 23, so he's very, very young. 6'4", 224. Got a wicked slap shot. Good slap shot power on him. He's a decent skater, really good physical category. Defensive awareness, 88. That's what I love about this guy. Rasmus Ristolainen. He would definitely be an upgrade from Cody Franzen. So Franzen and Bittner, who we drafted in the first year, 12th overall. We have a lot of talented wingers, so I feel like, giving something to get something isn't the worst thing here. Will that go through for Ristolainen? No, it didn't quite go through. What if I add a third? Will that go through? Franzen, Bittner, and a third for Ristolainen? Oh, come on, man. You're being stingy. Two-thirds. How about that? 2/3 Bittner, Franzen for Ristolainen. Wow, even though it's close to fair value. Well, what else do you want me to do, buddy? Come on. What else do you want me to add here? Stuart Percy, who's this Forsberg guy? Alex Forsberg, he's decent enough. How old is he? He's 23, he still can get his jump. Stuart Percy's 25, he is not getting his jump. Maybe we say goodbye to Stuart Percy as well. Maybe we can hang on to him actually. Rolison, Greening, Ennis, just Cameron guy we could definitely get rid of for sure. We have to take a player back now. Sure, give you... All right, so I decided to add this Jason Cameron guy. He's what, 74 overall. He's 25, so we got a couple years of getting better. But if this will go through, that would be kind of nice. And for this Ross Johnson guy, he is a grinder and just kind of a player to make the trade go through. Cameron's got a little bit of trade potential, so that might make this go through. Will this go through? Come on. I think the third's going to push it over the edge. If it doesn't go through, I don't know what else to add. Will this go through? Thank you very much, Rasmus Ristolainen. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get another defenseman for our team. I'm kind of happy that John Carlson didn't come because we're saving some cap, actually a lot of cap. Well, we ended up saving cap because Ristolainen is only making $2 million and Franz is making like $3.5 million. So that was nice. New York Islanders chosen to match your thing, whatever. It's not too bad. A second for Ryan Clone. No, thank you. Okay, they want to retain all of these guys. That's fine. Thought I'd just throw some offer sheets out there just for the lulz. Why not? But let's get to the start of the regular season. Not much more for us to do here. We got the re-sign done, got the draft done, basically got everything that we needed to do done. So let's hop into the start of year number 5. Okay, the offseason is over and you're starting your 5th year at the helm of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am looking for 39 wins from you this year. So I hope the choices you made in the offseason can pay dividends. Get out there and win. I will try my best, my friend. Let's see here. Any really high overall players? Forwards, SHL, Russia. I want to say like a 5 green star guy. WHL, I have a couple top 5 guys. No one else really outstanding. I guess we'll start in the WHL as we usually do and work our way towards the other team. So let me go ahead and show you guys the squad. So hopefully Blake Clark had a big jump. I'm really banking on that. Okay. So Goudreau, no, you're going there. Kadri, you're going there. That's how the first line's going to look. So JVR, Kadri, and Kessel seem to work well through the last half of the regular season, which you guys told me to put him on there, so that's nice. Goudreau didn't even get an upgrade. That's crazy. I thought he would have been at least 86 now, but I know he's going to produce no matter what, and now we have to make a choice, Kucherov or Nylander. They're both 83 overall. Nylander is only going to go up. You know Kucherov's a 20-goal, 50-point guy, so you have to make that choice. That's something we can make in the next episode. Clark's going to go right there, so it's going to be Greening, Smith, and Levo. Clark's 83, so he's exactly what I wanted him to be. Blake Clark, the captain of our Anaheim GM mode, progressing really, really nicely. Santorelli and Nylander. That's looking good. Team's looking really, really stacked. Defensively is looking like Morgan Riley, Justin Falcon up to an 87 now. So he's progressing still. Had a big year last year, 42 points. And the big fish, Ristolainen, a really nice move. I think you guys are really going to like that one. He should hopefully take over Jake Gardner's spot in like 3 or 4 years when Gardner is starting to go on his decline, and Matt Finn still hasn't been upgraded. Still the exact same thing with the goaltending situation. We have a lot of goaltenders, actually. Still the exact same thing with the goalies, I assume. Yeah, 91 and an 82. So that's okay. How's our AHL team looking? Sprong is a 78 now. Kondra can go down there. Wall, Grigorenko, I want to get lots of ice. McGee can go there. Forsberg, go there. Gauthier, you can go there. Defensively, going to be low. Percy. Yeah, Percy still is not getting better. I don't know what it is, man. That's weird. All right, so that's probably going to be the end of this episode. I was trying to think what else we could go do here. Check the progress reports here, just because Justin Falk had 15 attributes. Wow, he's now at 87. Levo went down. Johnny Gaudreau, he's still progressing, just nothing, not one stat overall yet. AHL, nothing happened in the AHL. Goalies, nothing for tendies. Yeah, that's going to say the exact same. That's all right, though. Jesus Hickey, still a 73 overall. Hopefully, he's going to get a lot better. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, go ahead and smack that like button, and I will see you guys in the start of year number 5.